Welcome into Grimm's Gates of Horror. My name is Grim, this is your new haven for all things horror movie related, and today I'm going to be breaking down Wednesday Season 2 and tell you my thoughts on the season as a whole. I did short form videos talking about part 1 and part 2 when they came out, but in this video I'm going to be breaking it all down with spoilers, so if you haven't not seen the season yet, I recommend to go watch it and then come back to this video. If you'd like to see me watch the Addams Family movies and do like a ranking of them, let me know down below in the comments if you'd like to see that, because I watched them to get a greater sense on the history of the Addams Family, but I just didn't make any videos talking about them. So if you'd like to see that, please let me know down below. In Wednesday Season 2, Wednesday returns to Nevermore Academy after a secret summer mission capturing the notorious Kansas City scalper with Thing's help, only to experience a psychic burnout marked by black tears and ominous visions of Enid's death. Back on campus, she faces unwanted fame, a new principal championing outcast representation, in a murder investigation when a PI is killed by a flock of crows led by a one-eyed avian, which felt really reminiscent of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. With Pugsley's newfound electrokinesis and Uncle Fester's meddling, Wednesday uncovers a conspiracy at Willow Hills Psychiatric Center, the long-term outcast integration study harvesting outcast powers. And the mid-season finale blows the lid off this program when Wednesday and Fester unleash the asylum's patients, including Judy, the avian mastermind, setting off a cliffhanger that leaves both school and family legacy in jeopardy. Part 2 reopens on Wednesday's apparent death, only to reveal she's alive and haunted by the ghost of former Principal Weems. As Nevermore rolls from ghostly help in Addams Family drama, new supernatural threads intertwine, with Tyler, Hydrage, a siren cult, a werewolf romance turned four-way affair, and Slurp the zombie's brain-hungry rampage, who is also revealed to be Tyler's uncle, as we get the reveal of one of the patients at the psychiatric hospital being Tyler's presumed dead mother, which was crazy to see. But I kind of saw it coming after they opened the room in the hospital. I kind of thought, wait, I feel like that's gonna be Tyler's mother or something like that. So I kind of saw that like a mile away. Also, I just have to say, Slurper Isaac's look in part 2 kind of reminds me a lot of Ash from Evil Dead, especially in the scene where he literally battles his own hand, finding out that Thing is an acronym for Night, which is Isaac's last name, and so we find out that Thing is Slurp's lost hand that was resurrected in the failed experiment where he tried to kill Gomez. And yeah, it just felt really reminiscent of Evil Dead. Lady Gaga's Rosalind Rotwood injects fresh intrigue while family secrets unfold in a Day of the Dead themed theme park, where the whole episode was kind of Day of the Dead themed, which I kind of enjoyed that. We get a whole showdown at the Day of the Dead theme park. The centerpiece is a Freaky Friday style body swap between Wednesday and Enid that had me dying laughing, especially with Jenna and Emma's performances in the episode being so believable and feeling so natural. That episode had me smiling all throughout. It also refocuses the season on character over convoluted mystery, culminating in a satisfying balance of showing the supernatural and the emotional stakes. At its core, Season 2 interrogates how identities are shaped by lineage and personal choice. Wednesday wrestled with the weight of the Addams name, the expectation to revel in darkness and mischief while carving out her own moral compass. Her psychic visions and black tears become almost like a metaphor for the turmoil of adolescence, caught between who you're told to be and who you want to become, and this tension just drives every major decision she makes this season, forcing her to question whether her powers define her or if she can transcend family lore. Nevermore's outcasts face systematic prejudice that mirrors real-world marginalization from a reformed-minded principal who touts integration to the secret experiments at Willow Hill. The season exposes the thin line between protection and exploitation, where characters like Judy and Isaac Knight illustrate how being labeled other can warp... Well, Thing just ran away. Where characters like Judy and Isaac Knight illustrate how being labeled others can warp ambition and some channel it into rebellion, while others into internalized resentment. By framing outcasts' powers as both curse and potential, the show spotlights the moral stakes of fearing difference, which goes into the next topic as well, where Season 2 constantly asks, what does it mean to wield extraordinary gifts responsibly? Whether it's Pugsley's electrokinesis, Wednesday's precognitions, or the asylum's patients discovering their strengths, power becomes a test of ethics in this season, especially with the character of Tyler with his Hyde side, where we see him kind of love the power that he has, but also he's able to hold himself back and kind of control himself from how he threw Wednesday out of the window instead of just killing her, and just how he just he has control over what he does. He's just not like a feral beast who goes around and like goes on a rampage. No, he's like precise and like he knows what he's doing. And the long-term outcast integration study exploits those gifts, treating bodies like laboratories, and in response, Wednesday's choice to free the patients despite the chaos that's going on signals her belief that autonomy and consent outweigh any promise of control. Beneath the gothic trappings, Wednesday is a story about connection. Her bond with Enid in this season evolves from a skeptical tolerance into an unbreakable alliance, shown by their body swap episode where each inhabits the other's vulnerabilities. That episode was just, it's my favorite episode of this season. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love that episode so much. Like, like it had me laughing so much. Uncle Fester's chaotic loyalty and Larissa Weems' spirit guidance further expand the notion of family beyond blood. Season 2 argues that true belonging arises when you let people in, even at the risk of being hurt. Wednesday's motto has always been self-sufficiency, but Part 2 forces her to confront the limitations of isolation. Haunted by Principal Weems' ghost and physically inhabiting Enid's world, she learns that vulnerability can be strength, and by embracing her emotional wounds, her psychic burnout, her fear for Enid's life, Wednesday unlocks new depths of empathy, and this show suggests that growth comes not from mastering our inner darkness alone, but from sharing it. And man, Jenna Ortega in this season alone delivers her most dynamic work yet. I feel like charting Wednesday's journey from cold detective to a vulnerable hero, she inhabits the physicality of the character like those walk and talk sequences, while layering in micro expressions during psychic overloads. Her dramatic center comes through in the body swap episode where she mirrors Enid's bubbly tone without losing built-in cynicism. Jenna fully commits to the emotional stakes, particularly in scenes of isolation or when forced to trust others, making every reveal resonate beyond just shock value. Emma Myers transforms Enid from sitcom sidekick into a Wednesday's emotional compass. Her performance balances over-the-top optimism with genuine heartbreak, especially in scenes where Wednesday keeps her distance to protect her. Myers matches Ortega's intensity during the body swap sequence, adopting Wednesday's guarded posture without blinking, which I thought was incredible on Myers' part, on Emma's part, while still keeping Enid's underlying warmth. The result is a chemistry between the two that breathes authenticity into their friendship, turning standard odd couple tropes into a study of mutual growth. I don't know about anybody else, but Heather Matarazzo, for me, slips seamlessly between the shy facade of Judy and the avian puppet master she truly is. Early scenes showcase her soft vulnerability only to explode in manic ambition once her plan unfurls. Matarazzo's ability to pivot, adopting shrill excitement or chilling calm, gives the mid-season reveal its full punch, especially when it feels like a whole Martha Meeks Ghostface reveal in that episode. By the way, boycott Scream 7. I'm not gonna go into all that, but yeah, just don't watch that movie. Her performance embodies the theme of othering, as she uses wit and desperation in equal measure to claim her power. Evie Templeton is the breakout in this season for me, as she makes a startling debut as Agnes DeMille, transforming a wide-eyed fan into a chilling force of nature. She injects Agnes with a silent movie quality, with measured gestures, a stylized voice, and sudden bursts of manic energy that elevates each stalker-turned-ally turn of her character. Templeton's Agnes mirrors Wednesday's own detachment, yet beneath the eerie calm, she's filled with longing for approval, making you sympathize with her and view her as not annoying, but as just another misunderstood outcast. Joy Sunday deepens Bianca Barclay's siren split by balancing assertive command with hidden vulnerability. Sporting sea-colored contacts and pinstriped uniforms, she channels Bianca's mind control abilities through every deliberate glance and tone shift. Sunday's Bianca shifts from rival to hesitant friend, capturing the tension of wielding power responsibly. Her portrayal highlights Bianca's loyalty to her chosen family, adding emotional weight to scenes that might otherwise feel dramatic. Catherin Zeta-Jones carves out a commanding presence as Morticia by seamlessly weaving elegance with simmering tension in scenes where Morticia hesitantly chairs Nevermore's gala. Zeta-Jones plays every line with a cool confidence that hides motherly concern, and her tango duet with Louis Guzman showcases an unexpected grace in her performance. Zeta-Jones grounds Morticia's moral complexity, from bantering with her own mother to guiding Wednesday through psychic crises. Steve Buscemi reshapes Nevermore's power dynamics as Principal Dort, combining clever humor with hidden agendas. And Steve Buscemi is just someone who I've watched for years now. Like, I remember watching him in like the Adam Sandler movies, I believe, and he's just always been hilarious to me, and it was great to see him in this. We see him burst on stage as he dances to some Bruce Springsteen, and then instantly signaling Dort's desperate need for approval. Buscemi also layers in subtle deceitfulness with his plans to abolish the Nightshades and exploit Outcast pride, which later reveals some evil motives that he has. Buscemi's performance turns every smirk and stutter into a clue. Alfred Goat and Miles Millar structured season 2 as 2 mini seasons, which felt a lot like earlier teen drama TV shows. For me, that some that come to mind are Teen Wolf and Pretty Little Liars, those kind of structures, using a jaw-dropping mid-season cliffhanger to reset the narrative stakes and renew anticipation. Their approach turns the Asylum breakout into a narrative pivot where part 1 ends with chaos unleashed, while part 2 explores the fallout and pivots into new supernatural threats. This split in the season amplifies the suspense but also creates a tonal whiplash as the series shifts gears midway. Tim Burton returns to helm the key bookend episodes, infusing the finale of part 1 and the curtain closer of part 2 with his trademark spooky imagery. His set pieces like the Day of the Dead theme park showdown leverage dramatic lighting, saturated colors, and dynamic camera moves to amplify emotional relief. And under Burton, Nevermore's halls feel both haunted and hyper-stylized, giving gothic tropes fresh visual energy. Replacing Burton in early part 2 episodes, Angela Robinson delivers a leaner, character-centered pace. She tightens the focus on Wednesday and Enid's evolving bond, balancing comedic timing like the body swap sequences with quieter close-ups that highlight the emotional stakes. Robinson's direction puts overstuffed plotlines by privileged performance beats and structured clarity, ensuring that you stay grounded with all the supernatural mayhem that's going on. But the tonal shift from Burton's dramatic gothic to Robinson's restrained drama occasionally feels a little conflicted, revealing how challenging have a multi-director model and preserving a combined style of the two. The direction switches between large-scale action like crow swarms and Hyde rampages with intimate character beats like the silent exchange between Morticia and Wednesday by candlelight. The most successful episodes fuse both, like Burton's finale combines a family-driven confrontation with kinetic set-piece thrills, while Robinson's installments turn the body swap stunt into a study of mutual empathy. And where the show falters is in episodes that tip too far toward commentary, undercutting the visual creativity with meaningful dialogue where I felt like it was just too overpacked and overstuffed. But with that in mind, I give Wednesday season 2 as a whole an A+ and 9 out of 10. I think I basically gave season 1 A+ as well, but I do think season 2 is a bit better. I liked it a lot more. Let me know what's your thoughts on season 2 down below in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're new, and turn post notifications on to get notified when I do post again. And join the Gremlins. And all my socials will be down in the description below. I have my TikTok down there, that's where I post a lot. I also have my Twitter down there. I have my Instagram down there. Those are where I'm mostly active, so go follow me on those down below. And let me know some feedback. Let me know what other movies and series you'd like to see me watch and review. And let me know what I can work on. I really appreciate all the feedback that I've been getting recently. It's been really appreciated. And yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, I really recommend checking out Wednesday season 2 right now on Netflix. It isn't sponsored, but I just want to tell you it's worth watching. So I recommend you go watch it right now.